Welcome to Breaking Ties, Destination Divorce. This is your go-to source for practical advice and support while you go through the divorce process. Join us each weekday for a quick chat where we'll cover a variety of topics such as child custody, property division, and self-care. Together, we'll explore emotional, financial, and legal aspects of divorce and help you find the best path forward for you and your family. Here's your host and Certified Divorce Financial Analyst Professional, Mike Fulkerson.
Hello and welcome back to Breaking Ties, Destination Divorce. I'm your host, Mike Fulkerson, financial advisor and certified divorce financial analyst professional. And today we're going to get into a topic that really does affect many families, and that's how kids' extracurricular activities are handled during and after divorce. Divorce, as we know, is a challenging time for children, and maintaining a sense of normalcy becomes pretty critical. Extracurricular activities, whether it's soccer practice, piano lessons, or a drama club, play a significant role in a child's life. But how do parents navigate these activities amidst the complexities of divorce? Now, the first step really is going to start with communication. Open and honest dialogue between co-parents can make the process so much better, and it ensures that your children's extracurricular activities continue seamlessly. Sit down together and discuss how you'll manage schedules, transportation, and financial responsibilities related to these activities. You can also chat on the phone. You can also text. They also make apps that help with this. So you have a wide variety of ways to communicate. Now, it's important to prioritize your child's interests and well-being above all else. Consider their preferences and commitments when scheduling activities and coordinating the logistics. Flexibility and cooperation are key in creating a supportive environment that fosters your child's growth and really development. During the process, it's common for parents to experience disagreements and conflicts over various issues. And these could include extracurricular activities. However, it's important to put aside differences and focus on what's best for your child. Keep the lines of communication open and work together to find solutions that meet everyone's needs. After divorce, maintaining consistency and stability becomes probably even more important. Establishing a clear and consistent schedule for extracurricular activities helps children feel secure and supported during this transitional period. Keep communication channels open with your ex-spouse to ensure that everyone remains informed and involved in your child's activities. As co-parents, it is essential to respect each other's boundaries and decisions regarding extracurricular activities. Avoid using these activities as battleground for unresolved conflicts or power struggles. Instead, focus on creating a positive and nurturing environment where your child can thrive. Remember, children are resilient, but they also need love, support, and stability during times of change. By prioritizing their well-being and maintaining open lines of communication, you can help ease the transition and foster a sense of normalcy in their lives. Well, that's all we have time for today here on Breaking Ties, Destination Divorce. Should you have any questions on today's topic or other financial planning issues, my contact information is in the description. Please reach out to me. I'm happy to help. Divorce is not the end of your story. It is the start of your next great chapter. All the best. Hi, and welcome back to Breaking Ties, Destination Divorce. I'm your host, Mike Fulkerson, financial advisor and certified divorce financial analyst professional. And today, I think we're going to go, really talk about creating your divorce game plan. Whether you're just starting the process or knee-deep in negotiations, having a strategic plan along the way can make all the difference. So it goes without saying that divorce is never easy, and navigating the legal and emotional complexities can feel a bit overwhelming. But fear not, because today we're going to break it down step by step, helping you create a roadmap for your divorce journey. And the first step in creating your divorce game plan is really to define your goals. You're going to want to take some time to reflect on what you hope to achieve through the divorce process. Whether it's securing custody arrangements, dividing assets, or maintaining financial stability, clarity on your objectives will guide your decisions moving forward. Doesn't mean you're going to get everything you want, because divorce is a give and take type of situation. But you really want to highlight what you are trying to accomplish. Now, after we've established the goals, it's time to gather information. You're going to want to compile financial documents, legal records, any other relevant paperwork that will inform your negotiations. Knowledge is power, and the more informed you are, the better equipped you'll be to advocate for your interests. With goals and information in hand, it is time to consider your options. Will you pursue mediation, collaborative divorce, or traditional litigation? Each approach has its pros and cons, so weigh your choices carefully and select the method that best aligns with your circumstances and objectives. There's also, I've got a podcast out there that does talk about the differences between these approaches to divorce. Now, as you embark on the divorce process that you select, communication is key. Establish open and honest dialogue with your spouse, legal counsel, and any other relevant parties involved. Clear communication fosters understanding and really paves the way for constructive negotiations, and sometimes can speed up the process. During this whole thing, you're going to want to remember that self-care is really essential. I mean, it is a challenging time. We want to make time for activities that nourish your mind, body, and spirit. Whether it's yoga, journaling, or spending time with loved ones, prioritize your well-being as you navigate the ups and downs of divorce. Throughout the process, flexibility is likely to be your greatest asset. Be prepared to adapt and adjust your game plan as circumstances evolve. Divorce is a journey filled with twists and turns, but with resilience and determination, you'll emerge stronger on the other side. And finally, remember, you're not alone. Seek support from friends, family, and professional resources as you navigate this challenging chapter in your life. Surround yourself with positivity and encouragement as you embark on your journey toward a brighter future. Well, that's all we have for today. I want to thank you for joining me on this episode of Breaking Ties Destination Divorce. Should you have any questions on today's topic or other financial planning issues I can assist with, please email or call. My information's over there in the description. Divorce is not the end of your story. It is the start of your next great chapter. Until next time, take care. Hello, and welcome to this episode of Breaking Ties Destination Divorce. I'd like to welcome you back. I'm Mike Fulkerson, financial advisor and certified divorce financial analyst professional. And today we are going to have one of those Mike's Unscripted. And I hope you find value in it. I like to take a topic, talk it over, kick out some thoughts of mine. I don't have an outline or an agenda or a script like I usually would, just to keep things flow and understanding so I don't leave anything out. But really, I'm going to hit all, the pieces that I think are of value, and hopefully you do the same. Now, with that in mind, we need a topic. And today's topic is, will my expenses go up after the divorce? And I always thought this was pretty interesting because you don't really think about expenses going up after the divorce because you've been paying whatever expenses you've been paying for so long. But there are some parts that will increase after the divorce for both parties. For example, just simply lodging, where you live, your home, whether you rent or buy, doesn't matter. You're going to be on the hook for all of the payment, whether it's the rent payment or it's the house payment. You're going to be on the hook for all that. You're not, quote unquote, splitting it with your spouse. So that's a fairly significant one, but think about all the things that are joint like that. Utility bills, TV, internet, whatever streaming services you have, all that stuff now, because there's going to be two households instead of one. Basically, those pieces will double. So your expenses will just naturally go up from there. So hopefully, when you go through the process and you get your child custody and your agreements and all that on taking care of the kids and stuff, that, you're getting child support to cover the half of the kids' expenses. And so let's hope that that stays, but it's possible they could go up as well. It's just a matter of how it works out with your specific situation. And expenses naturally will go up. So you're going to want to make sure your income goes up along with it. If you're getting spousal maintenance, usually that's fixed. So that doesn't actually necessarily cover inflationary items as costs go up in the future, kind of thing. And I would say early on, you would probably want to establish and look at some kind of expense tracking, list all your expenses, see where money's going, and then, get organized. Make sure you don't miss payments, stuff like that, on the expense side of things, because that could actually add more expense to your expenses. But the reality is just knowing, and you just need to know out of the gate for the most part. It's not something you have to do all the time, but I tell you, once you get through the process, it's a nice reset to just go ahead and get those expenses down, compare it to what your income is, and you're just going to know, I have X amount of wiggle room. I don't have any wiggle room. I got to make more adjustments. I might have to need to cut something out. You just never know. So when it comes to, expenses after the divorce process, they will go up in some capacity, and you just got to be aware. And once you're aware, then you can work towards a solution and figuring out, what your options are and such. So I do hope you found this interesting. I thought it was interesting. I think it's often overlooked. So thank you for joining me on this episode of Breaking Ties, Destination Divorce. Should you have any questions, I'm happy to help. My contact information's over in the description. Divorce is not the end of your story. It is the start of your next great chapter. Have yourself a great day. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Breaking Ties, Destination Divorce. I'm your host, Mike Fulkerson, financial advisor and certified divorce financial analyst professional. Today, we're going to explore a topic that many families face, and that is understanding the new family dynamics during the divorce process. Now, divorce marks the beginning of a new chapter for families, and with it comes a shift in dynamics and relationships. As parents navigate the complexities of separation, it's really essential to understand and adapt to the changing family structure. One of the first steps is, really in understanding new family dynamics, we got to acknowledge the emotions involved. Divorce can evoke a wide range of feelings, including sadness, anger, and uncertainty. It's important for parents and children alike to recognize and express these emotions in healthy ways. If I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times on the podcast. Communication is key in in anything we're doing, and especially when navigating the transition to new family dynamics. Open and honest dialogue between parents and children helps foster understanding and maintaining trust during this challenging time. Encourage family members to share their thoughts, feelings, and concerns in a supportive environment. As the family structure changes, roles and responsibilities may also evolve. Parents may find themselves adjusting to single parenthood or co-parenting arrangements. It's important to establish clear boundaries, expectations, and routines to promote stability and consistency for everyone involved. Flexibility is essential when navigating new family dynamics. Each family is unique, and there's no one-size-fits-all approach to divorce. Be open to exploring different parenting styles, schedules, and arrangements that best suit the needs of your family members. While divorce marks the end of a marital relationship, it doesn't diminish the importance of maintaining a positive co-parenting dynamic. Collaborate with your ex-spouse to make decisions in the best interest of your children. Focus on creating a supportive and respectful co-parenting relationship that prioritizes the well-being of your family. Remember, change takes time, and adjusting to new family dynamics is a gradual process. You're going to want to be patient with yourself and your loved ones as you all navigate the challenges and opportunities that come with divorce. Seek support from friends, family, or professional resources if needed. They can all be a good help. Well, that's it for our episode today on Breaking Ties, Destination Divorce. Should you have any questions on today's topic or financial planning issues I can assist with, please feel free to reach out. Call, email, my information's in the description. Divorce is not the end of your story. It is the start of your next great chapter. Until next time, have a good day. Hi, and welcome to Breaking Ties, Destination Divorce. I'm your host, Mike Fulkerson, financial advisor and certified divorce financial analyst professional. And today's topic, we are diving into what some may find a bit daunting, and that is changing divorce attorneys during the divorce process. Now, deciding to change divorce attorneys is a significant decision, and you're not going to take it lightly. However, there are several valid reasons why you might consider making the switch. The first reason is communication. Effective communication between you and your attorney is essential throughout the divorce process. If you find that your current attorney isn't responsive to your inquiries or isn't keeping you informed about your case's progress, it might be time to seek new representation. Another reason for changing attorneys is competency. Divorce cases can be complex, involving various legal issues such as child custody, property division, and spousal maintenance. If you feel that your current attorney lacks the necessary expertise or experience to handle your case effectively, it may be in your best interest to find someone with relevant qualifications. Additionally, compatibility plays a critical role in the attorney-client relationship. You should feel comfortable discussing personal matters and expressing your concerns with your attorney. If you find that your current attorney and you aren't on the same page or having conflicting personalities, it may be challenging to work together effectively. Changing attorneys can also offer a fresh perspective on your case. A new attorney may bring a different approach or strategy to the table, which could help you achieve a more favorable outcome in your divorce proceedings. It's important to remember that you have the right to choose the attorney who best represents your interest and aligns with your goals. Don't hesitate to explore your options and seek new representation if you believe it's necessary for the success of your case. However, before making a decision, it is essential to weigh the potential consequences of changing attorneys. Consider any contractual obligations, financial implications, or delays in your case that may arise from the transition process. Ultimately, though, the decision to change divorce attorneys should be made thoughtfully and careful consideration of your individual circumstances. Trust your instincts and prioritize your well-being as you navigate the complexities of divorce. That's it for this episode of Breaking Ties, Destination Divorce. Should you have any questions on today's topic or other financial planning issues, feel free to contact me using the information in the description. Divorce is not the end of your story. It is the start of your next great chapter. Take care.
We want to thank you for listening to this episode of Breaking Ties, Destination Divorce with Mike Fulkerson. For questions, please reach out to Mike via email in the description or give him a shout at 630-444-1410. Remember to subscribe, like, and follow.